Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to the first ever virtual Boomtown Awards. My name is Brandon Oldham. I'm a program officer at the George Kaiser Family Foundation, and I also serve the TYPROS Foundation as a trustee. And I'll be one of your hosts for this evening, along with
me, Scott Taylor. I'm the owner and creative director of ColourPop Art Lab and Scott Taylor Art Gallery, and I am your second host for tonight's festivities. We all know it's been a crazy year, so we are absolutely stoked to be here with you tonight at the Oklahoma Aquarium to virtually celebrate the people and organizations making Tulsa the city we all know and love. Our theme for this year's Boomtown Awards is Ride the Wave, baby! To honor the resilience of our city and the dedication of people and organizations and businesses committed to making Tulsa #awesome. In a turbulent year, honestly. It's been kind of buck wild. We all know that.
Yeah, we're not going to throw 2020 away. We're going to continue to celebrate everyone in the same ways that we always do. So with that, let's give it up for some of our sponsors who make sure the wave doesn't die.
In addition to celebrating the organizations and people that make Tulsa awesome, we want to invest in Tulsa through TYPROS Foundation. Just so you guys know, all proceeds from tonight's benefit go to the foundation, which is funded placemaking projects like the ones Brandon mentioned just now, as well as others like Bill Hader Mural at 6th and Peoria, Tulsa Art Alley, and the Sand Springs Historical Tour. So don't be shy about opening up your wallet and supporting these fantastic TYPROS funded organizations. They are amazing. We have 3 ways that you can do that tonight. The first, numero uno, checking out our live auction at typros.org/boomtown/ you can figure it out. Auction open through the 7th through 7 p.m. tonight.
7 tonight.
That thing is moving so fast. The second way you can support the TYPROS Foundation is your favorite nominee by casting your vote with your dollars for the People's Choice. This is like Nickelodeon Awards. Award to be announced at the end of this evening. The People's Choice Award has been live since Monday, but this is still anyone's game. So you can support your favorite nominee and the foundation by going to typros.org. You say it.
Backslash. That's a backslash.
Yeah. The final way you can support TYPROS Foundation is by making a direct donation to typros.org/Boomtown. All donations are tax deductible and support the TYPROS Foundation.
That is so true. And you have to remember, we are making Tulsa awesome.
All day, every day, baby.
Continue. We've got a great night in store for you guys tonight.
Do we?
Yes.
Heck yeah.
Are you questioning whether or not it's going to be a great night?
I just was
We have a great night in store for everyone.
This is our first fight. So
as we really move into this virtual celebration here, we want to make sure that the mic is working. So can you guys hear me?
Hello.
Everyone's got me, right? Great. We first off need to say thanks to we said thanks to the sponsors. We want to say thanks to the chairs of this event. So Amanda Morale, she works with United Way by day, but really by night, she makes Tulsa awesome. Thank you so much.
Okay,
I'm just looking out for my sneakers. But by
in hot.
night, Amanda makes Tulsa more awesome with TYPROS Foundation as well as with TYPROS and working on the Boomtown Awards. So thank you for your commitment. And Andrea Maduro, thank you so much. By day, she works with Buyers Creative. And by night, she has been making Tulsa awesome with TYPROS and the Boomtown Awards.
Whenever someone says by day and by night, I always think of Batman. And by night, she fights crime in Tulsa.
I'm a vigilante.
I mean, I could see that, honestly. The legacy of TYPROS is now in its 15th year, and all about TYPROS contributions to our community in 2020 has been amazing. We're going to show you a quick video right now.
The thing that's so great about Tulsa is if you are passionate about something, there's a community that's going to support you.
The ability that so many of us have to find our tribe, as they say.
You're able to find those individuals who understand you and who are wanting to create change.
It's a vibe out here. It's pretty awesome.
If you are somebody who wants to make a difference, this is the place that you can do it.
It's a very accessible city. It's a place where you can really get involved.
Ideas scale really quickly here. The landscape is so saturated with so many different creatives.
TYPROS is excellent at filling the gap for anybody that might not know where to start.
I reached out to my TYPROS family and I said, here's what happened, here's what I'm interested in. If you have any leads for me to follow for a job, that would be great. People came out of the woodwork. People I had never met before were sending me messages on Facebook and texting me, trying to get me interviews, and it landed me in a really cool industry. And after that, I bought a house and I said, I'm staying because this is really cool.
Just the river was not being used in Tulsa, and I said, why don't we relaunch the raft race? And it was really done through TYPROS. We had 1,000 different rafts floating down the river, 15,000 spectators.
I founded Tulsa Honor Academy in August of 2015. When THA opened, I was only 29 years old, which is crazy. When our kids come to us in the 5th grade, they start on average in the bottom 5th percentile nationwide. When they finish the 8th grade, they are on average at the 60th percentile.
I came back to Tulsa because what I didn't have was a sense of purpose. That was really what transitioned me into Urban Coders Guild, which is a nonprofit that I run here in Tulsa. We work with high school and middle school students. We teach them coding skills. My sense of purpose was being able to come home, being able to share my experience with kids who look like me, who come from a community like my own.
Tulsa is very supportive and inclusive and supports the LGBTQ community. The mayor, with the help of TYPROS, we were able to rename 4th Street, and now it's Pride Street. The first weekend in June is our Pride Parade. We have over 35,000 individuals who participate, over 10,000 sponsors and vendors and parade entries all together.
We are very lucky to have such a diverse community, both racially and ethnically, religiously, orientation. We have it all here in our city.
What makes the biggest difference is your ability to impact change.
Tulsa's a really special place, and everybody comes together to build this really special community.
It's not just about professional opportunities. It's not just about networking. There's all the organic activities.
I met my husband through TYPROS.
I met my wife through TYPROS.
All of the people that I have met have some sort of spark inside them.
They have really pushed me to be a better person, to think more critically, to get more involved, and to care more.
Tulsa is an exceptional example of what can be.
Hello, my name is Chelsea Kester, owner of Take Heart Events and the TYPROS 2020 chair. For the past 15 years, TYPROS has established itself as an organization that truly cares about Tulsa. TYPROS' numerous initiatives and accomplishments have greatly benefited our community, including Bring It to Tulsa, where we successfully recruited Trader Joe's and Uber to Tulsa, The Forge, Tulsa's first co-working space, and Get On Board, which we placed hundreds of young professionals as interns on local nonprofit boards. We started 2020 strong with a new monthly meeting format, gathering our entire organization in one place to network, learn more about TYPROS. During this meeting, members got to break out into one of 7 crews and start working on things that make Tulsa better to live, work, and play for all of us. We all know what came next. As an organization that thrives on bringing people together, we faced the daunting challenges of COVID-19 head on by continuing to do what we do best, just virtually, connecting people, developing leaders, and building community in Tulsa. TYPROS was one of the first Tulsa organizations to take our meetings and programs 100% virtual in March. Since then, we've hosted over 50 virtual events, meetings, and programs. We have learned together, taught together, and grown together. We hosted community hours with local doctors, business owners, remote workers, and government leaders to keep young professionals informed and engaged. We shared art, culture, and personal talents through our virtual arts and talent shows. We introduced more than 100 interns to Tulsa through our annual Intern in Tulsa summer program. We created Takeout Tuesdays to support our local restaurants And we introduced young professionals to some of Tulsa's top leaders during our annual All Access networking event. We created opportunities to discuss topics around diversity, equity, and inclusion, such as conversations about the queer Black experience and the impact of the 2020 census on different communities around northeastern Oklahoma. While remaining socially distant, we remotely cleaned up trash around neighborhoods and cultivated our gardening skills, which was probably one of my favorites. We hosted virtual resume building and financial basic workshops. And we also pivoted our larger initiatives. For this year's annual Street Cred, we partnered with the Downtown Coordinating Council and local architecture firms to host a parklet competition. The goal of this year's Street Cred, which was held in conjunction with Parking Day and 918 Day, was to activate parking spaces downtown to create usable public space and support social distancing. With more than 400 votes cast online and in person, the winning design was a stationary bike workspace parklet design by This Machine Bike Share and Lahari Paluri. Another major initiative for TYPROS this year was 918 Vote, a nonpartisan campaign to get young professionals registered to vote, informed about the upcoming election, and most importantly, out to the polls. 918 Vote accomplished this by hosting voter registration drives, early voting block parties, and debate election result watch parties, implementing an election reminder text service, and coordinating a Tulsa mayoral candidate forum that was watched by over 34,000 people. The goal at the beginning of the year was to register 918 new voters to 918 Day, and I'm proud to announce that we blew that goal out of the water with more than 1,400 new voters registered and pledged in Tulsa this year. Despite 2020 being a challenging year, we have found new ways to engage and inspire young Tulsans. We are proud to have grown into the Tulsa region's largest young professional organization over the past decade and a half, and we look forward to making Tulsa an awesome place for young professionals to live, work, and play for the years to come. Thanks.
Okay, TYPROS has done a lot of amazing things for our community during the past 15 years. If you lived in Tulsa for any length of time, you know that. No wonder it is one of the largest, most active young professionals organizations in the country. For more information about how you can get involved, please visit typros.org or follow them on social media. It's easy to find out. Just type in TYPROS, you'll figure it out. Brandon, do you have something to say?
Yeah, we have to make sure you follow them on social media. So make sure you follow them on Facebook. Find TYPROS. You can join the cruise there as well, but also make sure you find them on Instagram.
And OnlyFans.
TYPROS could start an OnlyFans to give specific ways of how to make Tulsa more
That's what I was going to
awesome.
say. It. Yeah, TYPROS also opened up nominations for anyone to submit their favorite person, businesses, I thought it said badass, businesses or organizations that further TYPROS' mission of making Tulsa a more awesome place for professionals to live, work, and play.
So really, we want to go into TYPROS, really leaned into our three categories: business, individuals, and organizations. And with that, we open up nominations for people to submit their favorite person, your favorite business, or your favorite organization. And we sought out those nominations for folks who are doing what? They're riding the wave. Some people are riding it, some people are creating it. And what we did is leaned into that. And so our first nominees tonight that we're going to talk about are those businesses. With dozens of amazing nominees, we narrowed that down to the top businesses, and that was not easy. And so we'll allow you to check out some of these short videos produced by videographers locally to showcase these top three nominations. Up first, we'll have Fulton Street Coffee and Books with a video produced by DeAndre Joseph.
Hey y'all, my name is ONIKAH, ASAMOA-CAESAR. I'm the owner and founder of Fulton Street Books and Coffee here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We opened our doors right in the middle of the pandemic. We opened our bookstore on July 3rd, and our coffee shop side has really only been open for the past 3 weeks. Because our mission is twofold, we're about building intergenerational literacy and also building community. And the one thing that I always say is representation is so important. So we've been able to donate books to children in classrooms and in different places in Tulsa to ensure that children have access to literature that represents them. Tulsa is a place where you can build something. And so I'm excited to have been able to build this space, Fulton Street Books and Coffee, right in the middle of a neighborhood. And so it's super exciting to have neighbors who come in for their morning coffee or come in for a new book, but just to know that we are now part of the fabric of a neighborhood right here in Tulsa. We were also really well positioned to be able to launch what we call the Ally Box. So for folks who are seeking to understand more, to find out the history of systemic racism in this country, and who are really just looking to be better allies, we curated a book list, added additional resources, and had a limited subscription for folks who wanted to start down that journey, and also had an online learning collaborative. Because our mission is about literacy and building community, we took the opportunity to help folks who were wanting to go on a journey of understanding more and learning more about how to be a better ally to Black folks in this country. We are so thankful to our community of people, whether they're our neighbors, whether they're fellow business owners, everyone who has really come together in this time to ensure that we're supporting our local businesses and ensuring that we can all ride this wave together. So thank you to our sponsors, thank you to our community, just thank you to everyone who has come out and supported in some way.
Fulton Street has been such an amazing addition to our community, honestly. Our next nominee for the business category also is Flash Flood Print Studios. Let's check out their video by Caroline Ray.
Hi, my name is May Yang. I own Flash Flood Print Studios, a screen printing studio here in Tulsa. This year we were feeling really lost and helpless because of the pandemic, and as a group we really wanted to figure out a way that we could help our local community. One of those ways was the Rising Tide fundraiser, where we sold shirts for local businesses and gave back $10 for each shirt sold. I love Tulsa because it's an area where something's always kind of bubbling under the surface, and I feel like you can make like a big impact here versus what you could do in another city. I like TYPROS because they really support the Tulsa community, and they have their hands in a lot of different things that make Tulsa great. Lastly, I want to give a big thank you to our clients who have supported us throughout the years, especially this very hard year, and for my team for being an amazing group that always wants to work hard on all of our projects.
Oh man, so Flash Flood, test, can you guys hear? Okay, great. Sound, I see it still moving there. Flash Flood has printed some absolutely incredible tees. I know they did some great work for us with the Everybody Loves Tulsa tees, as well as some of the great tees that you can find there at Silhouette. Scott, please tell me you grabbed some of those tees.
Oh man, I grab tees all day, every day, bro.
Our final nominee in the business category is the People's Perspective. Let's check out this piece that was filmed for them by West Addington.
Hi, I'm Christy Spathy, President and Principal Consultant of The People Perspective, a human resources consulting firm dedicated to being the one-stop shop for all things people. What a year 2020 has been. That's an understatement, right? Like so many other organizations in and around Tulsa and across our world, we spent March and April trying to figure out how to hustle, how to pivot, and how to help our community. Some of the ways that we've done that in 2020 are through Families First Coronavirus Response Act support. Nobody knew what that was. It was brand new. We figured it out, and we helped our community understand and implement that within our organizations. We've helped with remote work policies. We've helped with contact tracing. We've done so many things, most often after hours and for free, because it was the right thing to do for the businesses in our community.
With such a crazy world that we've been in this year, the business and the way that we navigate everything has changed so drastically. So well done to all of our fantastic nominees who have pushed through in business. Before we announce our first winner, I just want to remind everyone at home that our People's Choice Award,
the People's Choice.
If your favorite business doesn't win the category, they can still win an award tonight with a little help from your donations. So make sure you go to typros.org/Boomtown to vote for your favorite nominee, once again benefiting the TYPROS Foundation. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for, I know that you've been waiting with bated breath. It's time to announce our very first winner for tonight. The winner of the 2020 Boomtown Awards business category is...
Wait. I'm gonna let you finish. But ONIKAH, ASAMOA-CAESAR, and Fulton Street Coffee and Books had the best year in 2020.
So casual you did that. That was so casual. I like that. No doubt, honestly. So Fulton Street is definitely working to make Tulsa awesome. Speaking of making Tulsa awesome, let's take a moment to focus on the main reasons why we are here tonight. We are raising money for the TYPROS Foundation, which is a fantastic organization. Later tonight, we will be announcing the foundation's 2021 grant recipients. But first, let's get a little more about hear a little more about the projects in our community by the TYPROS Foundation. We're going to play this video right now.
Back in May 2017, I was working on a project with Bill White from the Greenwood Cultural Center to create a new mural underneath the bridge there in the Greenwood District. The process was going great and we were wanting to continue the momentum, and so I said, hey, what about doing the big wall? The big wall being the wall that ended up being painted for the Black Wall Street mural. Got the thumbs up from the stakeholders in the community, and I said, well, hey, if we can get the permission to do the project, I will go about getting the funding. So I applied for the TYPROS Foundation grant and got it. The goal there was to grow the project from its original scope and its original idea to make it larger and more impactful. As we went through this process, it was very important to get support and the thumbs up and the involvement from a number of people. When I stand back and look at the mural, it makes me feel great. It's such an amazing accomplishment, and to understand that this was a 10-month process and how many people put their time and heart and effort into this project, and to be able to say that we made that happen, it's an amazing feeling. So anybody that's out there that's thinking about possibly applying, I would say go for it. As somebody who has gone through the grant process twice with TYPROS Foundation, 2 thumbs up.
Hello, my name is Hasiel Hiriart, and I am the president of the TYPROS Foundation for 2020. Young professionals in Tulsa are known for community activism. They lead our city's transformation into the community we all want to have. That leadership manifests itself in many ways. This year, amid the pandemic and a national reckoning with social justice, the TYPROS Foundation sought to be responsive to our community needs. By providing a dozen COVID-19 community microgrants, we were able to support innovative projects that recognized Tulsa's frontline workers, provided virtual education and programming, and helped the most underserved in our community. Thank you to all of our microgrant recipients who submitted your ideas and found creative ways to support our community during a challenging time. You truly make Tulsa awesome. Unfortunately, due to the global pandemic, many of our 2020 grantees were unable to complete their projects this year. But the TYPROS Foundation is committed to helping their vision come to life in 2021. All 2020 winners have been given an extension through next year to complete their projects alongside this year's grant winners, which we are proud to announce later in this program. Through our regular grant cycle, we are proud to play a small role in funding ideas that make Tulsa a great place for everyone. This year, 100% of the projects come from innovative people of color in our community. We join those who urgently and actively work toward advancing racial equity and justice. The TYPROS Foundation is committed in taking action in the fight against systemic racism. Those actions are manifested through the diversity of our board, how we spend our resources, tell our grantees' stories, and engage with our community. Great things happen when people come together for a common cause. Thank you for your support of those who make Tulsa awesome. We look forward to announcing this year's grants recipients and supporting future ideas that will make Tulsa a better place for everyone to live, work, and play.
As you can see, the TYPROS Foundation supports the Tulsa community by funding innovating, you know what?
Innovative.
No, we just got to say it correctly. TYPROS helps to make Tulsa awesome, and they do that by supporting innovative ideas and placemaking. Got it, we're in. So make sure you get to the TYPROS website in order to vote for that People's Choice Award. typros.org/Boomtown Awards.
That's what we keep forgetting. So if you want to see more cool art projects, go by the Tulsa Art Gallery, the Black Wall Street mural, or the Tulsa Flag come to life. Make sure you check out those options and make sure you give. We want all of your money to make Tulsa awesome. We're going to keep this evening rolling by introducing the nominees for our second category of individuals. And as a reminder, we had dozens of public submissions. People who honestly always help make Tulsa awesome and who have helped us help us ride the wave in 2020. So let's check out the videos to introduce the 3 nominees in the individual category. Our first nominee, oh, I love this guy, Ryan Howell, video produced by Antonio Hurling. We're gonna watch this right now. Ryan, if you're watching, which I'm sure you are, I love you.
My name is Ryan, and I help produce some of Tulsa's biggest and most iconic events. And I'm forever lucky and grateful to be able to be behind the scenes, helping make memories for everybody who comes to those events. I've been very fortunate to be nominated for the Boomtown Awards, and I'm grateful that people acknowledge the work and effort that I've done behind the scenes. And I'm grateful to TYPROS for, continuing to bring the community together and celebrate the achievements of all the Tulsans. I love Tulsa because it's a town where if you take the time to volunteer or to give or to just be a part of something bigger than yourself, you can feel the ripple effect of that. Because the town is so small, it's easy to make a difference and it's easy to have a positive impact to make this town even more awesome.
The Bigfoot sightings on Turkey Mountain really freaked me out the first time I heard about them.
Honestly, same though.
And I was really glad to hear that it was really just socially distant Sasquatch.
I kind of had a feeling it was Ryan the whole time, honestly.
Way to go, Ryan. Our next nominee is a great person, great person. If anyone's ever met him, they know this. But Obum Ukabam, thank you so much. And this video is produced by Richard Song.
My parents always instilled in me to work hard for other people. My mom instilled in me to always remember that it's not about you. If you talk to some of the young leaders in this community and the visions and the goals that they have for this city, it'll amaze you and it'll inspire you to also work just as hard for them. People like David Harris and 100 Black Men, the Black Women Business Owners of America with Charity Azrady, Justin Daniels with the Tulsa Debate League. I'm just fortunate to be in a city that allows me to join in the fight for social justice, working with kids, teaching them debate or helping them have access to other careers. They remind you what it is to care truly and genuinely for people. I'm so thankful to be a Tulsan now, but remember, there are people who you never will hear about that have been doing this work, and we need to all get together and do what we can to help them. Thank you for the opportunity, and I don't know how to end it.
Boom has done some awesome things since moving to Tulsa just a year ago.
Short time.
You want to hit that? Way to go, Boom.
Way to go, Boom.
Woo!
You're the man.
Our final nominee for the evening is someone you've probably seen in the news frequently this year.
Every day.
Dr. Bruce Dart has been working hard to keep our community safe in 2020. Let's check out his video produced by Brendan Doherty.
My staff inspire me, and to know that we have people here that all they want to do is the right thing, and they want to serve, and they want to protect people. I find that inspirational.
Number one goal is to be here for the public and make sure that our community is healthy and safe.
Public health allows you to do it. It allows you to be transformational. And, hopefully it allows you to do the right thing on a scale so that the legacy you leave is that you found a community better than what it was when you came. And you can't ask for any more than that.
This is something that we will get past. Life may never be as it was pre-COVID, but I believe that it's going to be better.
People have no idea the time and effort and hours that they put in, the dedication to the mission. So, it's really nice that I've been recognized, but the recognition really should go to that fabulous team who's doing amazing work.
Dr. Dart, I just want to say we love you. Thank you so much. We appreciate you for all you've done to make sure that everyone's wearing a mask, washing their hands, and staying socially distant. Thanks for what you do.
20 seconds.
Even though these amazing nominees are great, we can only have one winner for this category.
It's like Highlander.
Yeah, just one.
There can only be one.
So don't forget, if your person doesn't win in this category, what can you do? We still got the People's Choice Award. You can go to typros.org / what's the front slash?
/
Boomtown Awards.
Get it together.
Boomtown Awards.
And now, the winner of the Boomtown Awards for the individual category is, just read my part.
Thank you, Dr. Dart. You're a Tulsa hero. Thank you for making sure that all of us are safe. From the bottom of my heart and Tulsa's, we love you. The next part of this evening is one of my favorites because we get to announce grantee recipients, and that's something I love to talk about. So during our grant cycle this year, we had dozens of people submit their ideas to #MakeTulsaAwesome on social media as well as through email. 44 people submitted formal proposals, which meant the TYPROS trustees had long nights, really long nights, reading them and making sure that everyone had a great shot at using their idea to make Tulsa more awesome. From there, we committed to interviewing 14 of the projects and deciding to fund 4. These ideas will truly make Tulsa awesome, and we can't wait to see the impact they'll have. We also want to take a minute to recognize the challenging year that our 2020 grantees have had in terms of trying to get their results for their projects out of the door. And so we've extended that deadline through 2021 to make sure that they have the opportunity to complete their projects safely. That means that you can expect not only that water, but more projects in 2021. So it'll be a busy year for our grantees for sure.
Seymour, man. He's really stealing the show, bro.
You gotta love him.
So after such a crazy year, I honestly can't wait to see all the awesomeness that these projects will bring to our city. So without any further ado, let's announce our 2021 TYPROS Foundation grantees. Our first 2021 grantee is East Tulsa Main Street for a new mural.
Yes.
The newly formed Main Street District is located at the intersection of 21st and Garnett. It's a diverse and rapidly growing part of Tulsa where you can see, taste, and experience cultural influences from our growing Hispanic and Vietnamese and Hmong populations. As one of the first projects of the East Tulsa Main Street Board, the mural will be a significant piece of public art that greets Tulsans and visitors during their visit to the district. Some initial ideas for the mural locations are Pancho Anaya, which I love, by the way, but I can't pronounce it, but it's bomb.com, and ultimately decide where it goes and what the design will include. Local muralist, Carlos Barbosa will complete the mural, and the district's goal is to have the same impact as the murals around the city, such as Black Wall Street.
Yeah, it's going to be extremely impactful to the district, and we look forward to seeing what that means.
Our next 2021 grantee is Blueprint 918, a newly formed organization dedicated to bringing together young Black professionals in Tulsa. Their idea is to make Tulsa awesome and to host a drive-in movie experience during Black History Month, bringing people together and establishing a networking community for Black Tulsans who both grew up here and also those who are new to the city. So congratulations to Blueprint 918.
That's going to be awesome. Can't wait to take part of it. Our next project to #MakeTulsaAwesome is the We're All Connected pop-up gallery. Submitted by Lauren King, Jamila Stuckey, and Caitlin Williams-Garrett, The project is designed to spark interest in community engagement, and during this pop-up, individuals can walk through and visit 3 different spaces: defining community, disruption of community, and how to change community. I think all of those will definitely leave visitors with a deep understanding of what it means to be involved and really to be a contributor to a community. What do you think our last one will be?
I agree, actually. So one final thing I wanted to say, our final grantee is Aaron Griffith's Indigenous Land Acknowledgement Honorary Street Signs. This project will actually highlight the Muskogee, Creek, and Osage Nations by installing honorary street signs along the Midland Valley Trail spanning 10 intersections. These public markers will serve as a reminder of Tulsa's unique history, diversity, and identity.
That's incredible.
Man, I pronounce identity so well.
That's incredible, but you could also see that this is what made it so hard and why the TYPROS trustees ended up spending a lot of time really diving into these grantee applications. So thank you to all of our applicants, but it's really exciting that with all of these projects, we're able to get $17,000 out of the door into the hands of Tulsans to make Tulsa more awesome. So all of these things came because Tulsans were so generous. And so if you're interested in continuing to support TYPROS and these efforts of the foundation, now's the time. Be sure to go and vote for the People's Choice Award by donating at typros.org/Boomtown Awards.
That's right. You still have plenty of time to donate for the People's Choice Awards and to make your voice heard. And speaking of awards, let's get a little look at the final category for the nominees for tonight's Boomtown Awards.
Organizations.
Boom, you got it. From community support to providing entertainment in stressful times, which is honestly very, very important.
Every day.
All day, every day. These nominees have definitely helped Tulsa
ride the wave
in 2020. So let's check out the video for our featured nominee, The Mind Tulsa, whose video was produced by Chris Harvey.
The Mind is a fellowship here in Tulsa that trains young professionals in leadership development and pairs them on real-world impact projects. Out of The Mind, we created the Summer Tulsa Impact Academy. We created an experience here in Tulsa that paired 25 college interns with 5 social justice issues that were impacted by COVID-19. And over the summer, they were able to create real-world solutions to impact entrepreneurs in the community.
I was an engineering student, and when they said we'd be working on a social platform that regarded business, I was like, okay, so I don't know anything about that. I do numbers and math. But really, I think it could be applicable to anything you do, any major, what path you want to follow in this life. This teaches you more than just what your school would teach you. This teaches you life skills that are valuable forever, and it gets you connections that you wouldn't even believe.
Mind the process, the project, they were really able to spend time with us, ask us lots of questions, and take that and really build it into something that now we have. The organization has that can make a difference statewide across the state for all of mental health. We couldn't have done that without this project.
We would like to thank GKFF, the Ronnie K. Arani Center for the Creation of Economic Wealth, the City of Tulsa Mayor's Office, as well as the Tulsa Regional Chamber for their sponsorship and support through this great idea and program. Summer Tulsa Impact Academy will continue in Tulsa through the Campus Tulsa program for many years to come.
Great video, Chris. And we know that The Mind deserves all of this. I personally worked with them this summer on the Impact Academy, and I know they made it memorable for those interns that we had. Our second nominee this evening is one of my favorite teams. Shout out to FC Tulsa. Let's check out their video, produced by videographer Keith Daniels.
I'm James Cannon, president of FC Tulsa. When I took over as president, it was crucial for us that FC Tulsa become a pillar to the community. As the global game, soccer, it's a people sport. We wanted to make sure that FC Tulsa became synonymous with all the great things in Tulsa.
Partnerships that we had with artists, with musicians, with the Dream Center, with our Philbrook partnership, along with our United Way t-shirt proceeds. We're really trying to be a good corporate citizen. I just want to thank TYPROS and the committee.
Thank you, TYPROS, for nominating FC Tulsa as Boomtown Organization of the Year.
I love FC Tulsa.
Me too.
They're great. It's so awesome that we made the playoffs in our first season. Hey, Way to go, FC Tulsa.
Only up from here.
Started from the bottom. Our final nominee for the evening sprung out of the need to support local businesses during the pandemic. Let's give it up for Tulsa Responds, whose video was produced by Brandon Wade.
The idea that there are federal dollars from the SBA loans and CARES Act, that we wanted to make sure that Tulsans had as much access to those dollars as possible.
I think one of the biggest services that Tulsa Responds gives to Tulsans in need is really to be an empathetic advocate, to be able to listen.
What Tulsa Responds has become is a flexible workforce that can plug into whatever existing organization is out there doing amazing work. The thing that really makes Tulsa Responds the organization that it is that we have navigators who are so compassionate.
We're just helping all the pain points that COVID-19 are causing Tulsans, and I think that's really valuable work that we're doing.
The thing that I love about Tulsa is that even though it's a city, it still has that small town feel.
Each person in Tulsa, I feel, is really committed to helping Tulsa become a better Tulsa, not just for a select group of people, but for everyone. And I think that's really the heart of Tulsa, is saying how can we continue to strive to become the better city that we can be.
Shout out to Brandon and Tulsa Responds. They really did answer the call this summer and make a huge difference here in Tulsa, really supporting all of our, really like the businesses and everyone who was experiencing really the effects of COVID. So thank you, Tulsa Responds, for what you did there. While these organizations are making Tulsa awesome, we can only have the one winner in this category.
Highlander.
Unfortunately, we can only have one. So our last winner in this category tonight is, yes.
Waiting, this is what I'm doing while I'm waiting for the prompter to catch up. Oh man, FC Tulsa, way to go team. You had an incredible season and we definitely loved you guys keeping Tulsa spirits high during a very stressful year.
Absolutely.
Wouldn't you agree, Brandon?
Absolutely. Huge shout out to Fulton Street Books and Coffee. Thanks
100%.
ONIKAH for that space. People love it, not having to really negotiate their humanity. Dr. Dart, you are the man for keeping us all safe. We thank you so much for that. And FC Tulsa, thanks for kicking us into high gear so we can ride this wave. Each of tonight's nominees contribute to a growing energy in our city. And I think all of us agree that this just doesn't happen by accident. Cities are great because people make them great. And you are the people doing that. And it's especially because of the people like those we are choosing to celebrate tonight that we make sure that the status quo is not just what it is and what we challenge it and really make sure that Tulsa is achieving the dreams that we want for everyone.
Yeah, you bet, Brandon. Each of our nominees and the award winners and grant recipients make Tulsa awesome in their own unique way. And they're all so deserving, but the night isn't, not the right. The night isn't over yet. We still have the People's Choice Award.
People's Choice, don't forget.
Which will be determined by a public vote based on the donations of to the TYPROS Foundation. So people have voted all week long, and it's almost time to announce our winner. Now, as a reminder, our nominees for the People's Choice Award are Fulton Street Books and Coffee,
Fulton Street,
Flash Flood Print Studios, The People's Perspective,
True.
I feel like The Rock every time I hear it, Ryan Howell, Oboom, Bruce Dart,
The Mind Tulsa.
Yeah, you got it.
Tulsa Responds and FC Tulsa. Before we announce our winner, though, let's give it up to this aquarium as well as our friend back here.
This right here, aquarium.
That's my guy right there.
And Seymour.
Yeah.
Suddenly Seymour.
Hi Tulsa, my name is Alyssa Rodriguez and I'm a proud member of the sustainability crew for TYPROS and I'm the education specialist here at the Oklahoma Aquarium. The Oklahoma Aquarium is one of the most unique attractions in the Tulsa metro area. We're home to over 10,000 animals, including the adorable loggerhead sea turtle that you probably see behind me right now. We're also home to the world's largest collection of bull sharks. The Oklahoma Aquarium is also known for our incredible research efforts in coral reef research. We are looking for ways to help protect our reefs from right here in the middle of Oklahoma. In addition to research and housing many beautiful animals, we are really committed to education. Our mission here at the Oklahoma Aquarium is to inspire and educate conservation of our aquatic world through interactive discovery. To learn more about how we do this, please visit our website, okayaquarium.org, or visit us in person.
The Oklahoma Aquarium is truly a treasure right here in Tulsa. It's so special in fact that I actually brought my now wife on a date here. Hey, Lauren. Thanks
Shout
to
out
Oklahoma
to Lauren.
Aquarium.
Hey, Lauren.
Thank you, Oklahoma Aquarium, for hosting us and really making this a special place where families can come out and enjoy and learn. So it's been building up to this all night, and we're just there. So let's go ahead and we're ready to announce the People's Choice Award.
Now, for several weeks, you have shared, you have promoted, and you have voted with your dollars. So without further delay, the winner of the People's Choice Awards is...
Way to go. That's absolutely incredible. So glad you all got on and voted, and congratulations to the People's Choice Award winner. Can you believe we've come to the end of the show?
I cannot believe it, Brendan.
It's awesome. Way to go, and congratulations to everyone. Thanks for going to typros.org/Boomtown Awards and voting.
Well, we hope you've had as much fun tonight as we have.
We
which
definitely did.
Clearly is a lot.
We definitely did.
We want to thank each and every person who made the evening possible, including the members of our Boomtown Awards communities, our event committee chairs.
Thank you,
Amanda
guys.
Morale and Andrea Maduro.
Thank
and of
you.
course, our awesome sponsors.
Which,
Now-
thank you again for making sure this was all possible.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. Now, once again, thanks to TYPROS, of course, premier sponsors, ALAYON, Consumer Affairs, One Oak, and our special thank you to tonight's Boomtown Awards sponsors at the Outsiders House.
Fred
Museum
Dord
level.
Lawyers.
Yep.
We got Gable Gottwalls and Williams. This would not be possible without you.
Literally
so
would not be
thanks for
possible.
giving us the opportunity to really say hello to everyone.
Hello. We also want to thank you for tuning in and showing your support for TYPROS and the TYPROS Foundation. We look forward to seeing you in the future and in person, hopefully, at the next year's Boomtown Awards right here at the Oklahoma Aquarium.
Until then, take care of yourself.
You
And
stay
make
classy,
sure
Tulsa.
You keep making Tulsa awesome.